Welcome back to my legacy challenge. So we are continuing playing with my Todd family, and Damon right now is sleeping in his coffin. His wife now, Carrie, right now is just enjoying a bath. After that, she's gonna go to sleep because she feels absolutely terrible. And Yellow right now is sleeping in her childhood bedroom. Quite soon, literally quite soon in 10 days, she's gonna become an adult, a young adult, and she's gonna move out, I'm imagining. And as for Genevieve, what we are doing, we are working on creating a servo, and in the same time we are a barista, and that is just because we did need some sort of job. We are at the barista level 3, so we are at the very top of our career, and we are desperately working on creating a servo because that is all we don't need in this game. That is all we don't need in this challenge. And by the way, I completely forgot that we have Bubbles. And Bubbles is just sitting and meowing out here. And yeah, Bubbles is a raccoon. Bubble is a cat who is a raccoon at the same time. So fun things are happening. And my cow plant is alive. It has grown last episode. It is also approaching springtime. Actually, the spring is already ending as I'm seeing that, like quite soon, I think. Oh no, we are in the very middle of the spring, so that is all fine. We do need much more mechanisms that we do have right now. We do need 9 more mechanisms, and that's what we are gonna work on. After that, we are gonna get all of those upgrade parts that we do need to create a servo, and then we are gonna have a servo. So we are gonna have one more immortal sims in this household, and that is gonna be absolutely perfect as for me. That is actually all of the plan that we got as for now. Of course, we're gonna continue working on Damon's career. We are gonna probably start working on Kara's career, I wanted to say, but she doesn't have a job. Maybe she's gonna get a job. Maybe she's not gonna work. Like we'll see. Maybe she wants to be a stay-at-home mom. Maybe quite soon after maybe Danielle is gonna age up and move out, we're gonna start having babies. Like Carrie and Damon, they are not in a hurry because they are literally vampires. And the only baby I'm worried about right now is a servo because I really want a servo. I've never made a servo in the games for me, even though I know that Discovery University did come quite a long time before, but we still did not have a servo even once. So what I'm thinking right now, after Genevieve is gonna use the bathroom, after she is gonna create another mechanism, she's gonna go to sleep. After she's well rested, after her needs are attended, we are gonna continue working. And yes, that is a lot of grinding out here. So we are gonna grind. Luckily for us, even though we live like in a literal castle, I might say, we do have quite a bit of money, so we are not struggling with bills, and that's helpful. And I think right after Damon's gonna wake up, he's gonna go and take care of the garden because the garden does need to be taken care of. And I think that we will need to feed our piranhas because we have a piranha pond. That is one of my favorite parts about this lot. But also we do have a cauldron, but I think I will need to get rid of that because we don't have a witch in the house anymore. And I think Daniela can already wake up and we might want to go and start working on some of her skills because we want to make a completely functional adult out of her. So she's gonna start learning some cooking skill. That's gonna be very useful for her, I'm imagining. And I think I might want to create some sort of hobby for her. Maybe she will try and repair some stuff that's going to be useful for her too. And we will definitely need to start communicating with our cat because Bubbles does need attention and Bubbles deserve that. So I'm going to give her a treat probably. I'm also maybe going to praise her, get to know. Like that's all useful. That's all needed. And where are we going, Danielle? You didn't finish taking care of your needs. Like you didn't even eat. You know that Bubbles is run away from you and you're not there. And you're trying to communicate with the cat even though you're not in the same room. Anyway. Daniela, I think you might want to go and continue eating that food that you were eating, and then you definitely do need to repair this stereo. Did you feed the cow plant? Damon, please feed the cow plant. You might want to evolve some more plants in your garden. Also, you might want to go around and fertilize it all, but we cannot fertilize it all because all we have is some plasma fruit. And Damon, I think you might want to go around and harvest all of the plants that we've got in this house. And I'm thinking that Carrie definitely does need to get a job. And I had an idea that she might become either a doctor or she might try and become a scientist because I didn't have scientists in my household quite a bit, and that can be fun. Even though she is not that much in science, yet she might get into that. And what also I was thinking is that we might wanna order some of the plasma packs for my vampires because it is either drinking from somebody and having somebody around all the time, or it's getting some plasma packs. And I think getting plasma packs is going to be a little bit easier for me because this way I will not have to be worried about their thirst all the time. And I was also thinking that Daniela might want to get some sort of after school activity because we did not get any of these kind of activities all that long. And I don't know what kind of career should Kara pursue. And I'm thinking either doctor or scientist. And I'm thinking that vampire doctor can be a little bit more fun. So that's what we're gonna do. Like, Kara is gonna be a doctor, and in case some of her patients don't survive, they go to Damon. Isn't that a plan? I think that is a terrible plan, but that's what we've got. Terrible plan is still a plan. Did somebody else die again? I don't know who that was, but somebody has died. Apparently Damon did not know who that was either. Are you contemplating life again? Maybe you want to make another mechanism, so please do that. And after that, I'm imagining that you might want to go and get something to eat because you look like you're getting a little bit hungry. You did not take a bath. You might want to try and take a shower out here. And maybe we might want to try and go on some sort of breakfast with my whole family, but I'm thinking that that's not going to be a good idea because, we have two vampires. They will not be able to eat anywhere in a cafe because if we're going to go and try and eat in a cafe, vampires will have nothing to eat out there because they are vampires. All they eat is plasma and they are not eating anything else. And as for Damon, he doesn't need to do anything for today, but he will need to go to job. I think that he's gonna go to his work by himself because I think I'm gonna stay at home and I'm gonna just continue working on all of my robotics that I've got. Carrie now is gonna work first day tomorrow, so that's gonna be kind of nice. And Genevieve did get her robotic skill up to level 10, so we have maxed it out. Good job, Genevieve. You're doing really great. Fortunately, still no servo, but we are slowly but surely are approaching that. And as for Damon, I think that he might want to try and meditate for at least for a little bit. Maybe he can look up some of the historical debt because that's going to be useful for his job too. As for Daniela, what are you doing? Doing nothing? Maybe you can feed a cow plant? Maybe you can try and paint something. As for you, yeah, doing what you're doing. Maybe you do definitely need some hoe because what we do need is we need to get calm. And yes, Genevieve can become cheerful. That's a nice personality swap because that doesn't happen all the time, but that happens sometimes. And what I'm thinking is, Genevieve, you might want to go and watch some sort of movie because that's gonna lift your moods up. As for you, Damon, what if you're gonna sit out here? And what if you are gonna communicate with your sister for a little bit? Because if I remember, you have quite nice relationship with each other, so we can watch maybe a movie together. And you might want to communicate with Genevieve too. Like maybe you can talk about the cloudy weather. You have terrible relationship with each other, but yes, you can like painting, Daniela. You're doing great. Like you see how nice painting you have made. It's a whole 89, 85 simoleons. Good job. Now you can paint some landscaping. Alright, 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 alright. You might die if you're gonna continue this way. So I think try to calm down. Who told you to have a bubble bath? Like that's dangerous. You know that. You should know that. Hey Daniela, do you want to go to the festival? Maybe you are gonna be able to meet some new people. Like we didn't know all that much people, but you might meet some. That's gonna be nice. Oh, I didn't know that you're gonna go to the lounge, but that's gonna be nice too. Alright, this festival is mostly for kids. You should go home. There is no point for you to stay out here. That was quick. I feel a little bit embarrassed right now because all these years of playing The Sims 4 and I didn't even know that Festival of Youth is for children and not for teens. Embarrassing. Anyway, Daniela, you might want to work on some more of your cooking skill and maybe you can serve some brunch and you can make some BLTs. That's gonna be useful. As for Genevieve, you have some more useful things to do. Maybe make another mechanism. What about you? What did you make? Basic bracelet. Alright, you could sell that. Nobody needs that. As for you, don't communicate with your cat like that. David, that's creepy. You might hug her, by the way. You might tell a story to Bubbles. You might also maybe want to scratch your favorite spot. That's gonna be all nice and cute. You might want to also feel the love. I know you can. Your cat loves you. I would love my cat too, but I don't have any cats, unfortunately, because there are people with allergies in my life, so I cannot afford to have a cat because that's gonna be harmful for people I live with, and I cannot be harmful for them. Damon, you probably do want to get some more skills today too, because it is a new skill day, so getting new skills may be kind of useful. You might want to upgrade one of the skills you already have got. Maybe you want to sing today. I know that's a little bit weird in the game, especially when you seem to practicing singing because they are just standing in the middle of a room and singing and doing nothing at all. You might want to have another sample owl soon, but why are you annoyed? Because you have sensitive hearing, you're prideful, and you feel alright. You don't like feeling ignored. Alright, you can tell funny stories to Patchy, like that can be your friend. I know that having a scarecrow as your best friend and as your only friend outside of family is a little bit sad, but at the same time, do we care? And what kind of skill should Genevieve get to up? Maybe you're gonna sing today too a little bit. That's gonna be kind of useful for me. I think not. It's not very useful, but that is a fun skill to have. I know that you guys are looking really weird when you're singing and doing nothing else, but anyway, that shouldn't be a problem. I might place all of these BLTs somewhere in the fridge, and you might want to go and continue making that landscape painting. And as for Damon, no, I'm not going to nightclub with you, Vlad. And that is unfair. You can call me whenever you want to call me, but when I call you at 1 p.m., you tell me you're sleeping. Aren't you lying to me, Vlad? Eye necklace. You're not gonna wear that. You can just as well sell that and make something else. And we got entrepreneur skill level up, so we managed with a new skill day for carry. That is good. 2 out of 3 is kind of satisfying already. Damon, I think, yeah, if you're gonna level up your skill before you go to work, that's gonna be absolutely perfect, but I doubt that you will. And I hope that you are not gonna get angry for singing yourself because you can. And Damon, you're gonna go to work alone. You managed to level up your skill, so go to work now. Go to work, or you're gonna be late. Damon, go to work. And Carrie already got gemology skill up to level 6, so she's doing kind of good. And Genevieve, yeah, singing. And Genevieve managed to get her singing skill up too. And Camila, I'm at work. I cannot talk to you. I'm sorry, but I'm working. And you might want to craft another mechanism, so please do. And we need just 4 more mechanisms to be able to make a servo. And Daniela, what are you doing in my bedroom? I think I might want to buy you a laptop of your own or maybe a tablet because you're using not your own tablet. So please, what if you are gonna research some scholarship? Maybe you're gonna aspire to go to university. I doubt that you're gonna go to university, but you can aspire. That's always nice. What kind of bracelet did you make? Bling bracelet. All right, you can wear that. That's a nice bracelet to look at least. Has some rubies by the look of it. Yes, looks good. I'm happy. Damon, you're gonna work hard. No, you're not gonna work hard because if you're gonna work hard, you're gonna start to burn out, and I don't want you to burn out. As for you, you cannot practice your tiny violin because your tiny violin is for the kids. Also, you do have toy that is for the kids too, so I might sell that already because you don't need it anymore. Do you want to apply for scholarships? And oh no, oh no, oh no. We have a rampaging werewolf in the household again. New crest resident can be kind of nice. Also apply for another one. Can you use the bathroom while you're rampaging? Or you cannot? I'm sending Genevieve out of the house because otherwise she is gonna break something and I don't want her to break something. Can you try to regain control? No, that didn't work. You can owl, peck howl. Maybe you're gonna search around the ground for something. Maybe you're gonna be able to find something. And Damon is being called by Camila again. You're calling me a lot, like it's second time today. So, alright, I think I have a crush on Cameron Fletcher. Do you think it's worth a try? Yes, romance is nice. Romance in the air, like, oh, go for it. Why are you sleeping? Maybe you want to go and take a bath. That's gonna be a little bit more useful for you. What are you doing? Scavenging ground? Good. Maybe you're gonna try and search for something out here too. We still cannot try to regain control. We are gonna be rampaging for 2 more hours. And as for you, you can sell that necklace. We are getting some money from that. I'm not against that. That is good. And can you try to regain control already again? Please try. Maybe you're gonna succeed this time. Alright, you didn't. But anyway, you're gonna be able to go at home already because if you're gonna go home, I think somewhere out there you're gonna go back to normal because for now you're a little crazy, like you know. Why are you cross? All right, everybody's cross-stitching in this house, so I'm not surprised anymore. You might want to stop. And as you are going home, literally in 3 minutes, you're gonna regain control. That's gonna be kind of good for me. And then I think you are gonna be able to use the bathroom. Alright, we are back to the normal. Your fur has fallen down. I'm happy for that because, you were a little crazy before. And as for you, with Bubbles, 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 we do need to communicate with you again because you're running around alone today, the whole day. Nobody has communicated with you, and we do need to, and you do need to get a mail after that. And as for Genevieve, I think go upstairs and out there. What are you gonna do? Continue with the mechanism, of course. So what else are you gonna do? To craft the servo, after this one, you will need to make three more. And as for this one, you might want to sell that. And just make another one. Like jewelry is your big hobby. You like jewelry creation, so you might want to work on that a lot. And it's surprising to me. Like she has sensitive hearing. So she doesn't like TV, loud radio, or instruments, and it raises her fury. But in the same time, she has a stereo in her room because I did give it to all of my sims, and she decided, yeah, it is gonna be a good idea if I'm gonna turn it on and raise my fury. Genevieve, are you sure that is a good idea? It's literally the same, like lactose intolerant sims can just go and get some milk. Didn't I get the mail? And apparently I didn't get the mail because my mailbox was not accessible. We are gonna make another mechanism, so Genevieve, please come and start working on that. We have two more mechanisms to make, and then it's just a matter of upgrade parts we are gonna purchase. So, okay, very good girl. Communicating with the cat, I'm so happy. You really need to communicate with her because she needs attention. She needs to be loved. Everybody needs to be loved. We did get some mail. We got some seeds, which we don't need definitely. And you might want to go and continue cross stitching. Maybe not outside when it's raining outside, but that's your choice. Come on, Genevieve. One more mechanism, and then it's gonna be a servo. I don't know how long it is gonna take for us to create a servo, but I think that can be kind of a lot. And we do need 9 more electronic upgrade parts, 3 more common upgrade parts. Also, we need 5 kitchen upgrade parts and 2 plumbing upgrade parts, and 42 more robot parts. That was 44. So I need to order 2 more because that's still not enough. And now we have everything except for one last mechanism. So we are very close to starting creating a servo. And Genevieve has created the last mechanism she did need to create, and now we are going to be able to start making a servo. As soon as she's going to be well rested, we are going to start. And I completely forgot that vampires can woohoo as bats, but my sims can do that. They are going to do that, and you might want to go and sleep, so please go. Because Daniela, I know that you're right now kind of have witnessed your parents woohooing, but that's vampires, that's what they do. And as for you, Damon, 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 maybe you wanna drink some plasma, that's gonna be nice. And maybe after that, you might wanna go and feed your cow plant, maybe you might wanna replant. So from all of the plant that we've got, I'm not sure if they are gonna die, and if they are, I don't care. No, they're just going back on the growth stage, so that's not so scary. And Carrie, you are interrupting me from my job, so maybe please go and sell the painting that you've got. Maybe you're gonna play with your cat with a laser pointer, get to know her, hug her, praise her, give her a treat. Maybe then you're gonna start making another jewelry. We are gonna go and continue reaping plant souls because that's what we can do. That's what we are gonna do. So I don't mind that. And we did get an upgrade part, and also we did get some dirt right here, and that is supposed to be, I'm thinking, my bonsai tree because somebody did cut it a little bit too much. Happens, I guess. And we don't need to cut this one. You can make some sort of florid shape, Damon, so that's gonna be kind of nice. And we did get 14 souls, so I think, Damon, as soon as you're gonna go to work tomorrow, apparently, you will be able to just submit them so that, taking care of it all, doing good deeds. Oh no! We do have a burglar. Not now, not now. Damon, 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 Damon. Don't sleep. Call the police station right now. Of course you're scared. Of course you're scared. We're having a burglar. Why are you running away from the house? Confront him. Confront him. Everybody do. Fight! What are you doing where your cow plant is? Of course, yes, yes, yes. A burglar, and what everybody's gonna do? Nothing. Come on, Damon, you're supposed to be a powerful one because you're a vampire. Burglar scared off. Good! He did not even steal anything, so I'm happy. Carrie? Yeah, perfect moment for dancing when you had a burglar just now. You didn't need to feed a cow plant, Damon, because we don't need our cow plant to be dead, so please go and do that. That needs to be taken care of. Also feed the piranhas because I don't want them to die. Alright. Yeah. Burglar did slip right through your hands, police officer. Sorry. After Genevieve is well rested, she's gonna go to work because she's gonna have work quite soon. Why are you doing sit-ups out here? Maybe you wanna make some mac and cheese? Somewhere out here, like right in the cauldron in the garden? Making the food for the whole family, you know? Are you gonna go and sleep? Don't nap, you can sleep normally. And Genevieve, wake up, you have work to do, you have job to do, you have a long way going to the job, and your outfit for your work looks definitely interesting, that's what I can say. Why does your barista outfit looks like that? Where are you a barista at, Genevieve? I have questions. Sometimes it is annoying to have a big house in The Sims 4 because, you know, while your Sims are walking down the stairs, like they are already late. That's annoying. And that happens all the time in this game. Anyway. Demon, you might dark meditate. You might want to dark meditate. Also, do we have anything else that needs to be taken care of? I doubt that. We are still working with Demon to getting up to become a master vampire because this way we are going to be able to have a sun-proof, sun resistance, and that's what we want. We don't have it yet, but that's what we want. What are you doing? Dark meditation, good. What are you doing? Feeling out there, good. You might also want to communicate with Apache, ask for gardening tips, maybe examine the scarecrow. Maybe you want to go around and sell everything that we've got. Maybe you want to go and harvest some of the plasma fruit, weed all of the plants, water them all, and Genevieve is gonna come back home from work quite soon. And I think I have seen yet, yeah, that Carrie will need to go to work soon. And you might want to sell the jewelry that you've made, and then you can start making another one, or you're just gonna patiently wait for the time that you're gonna go to work. And I think that Genevieve is gonna come back from work quite soon. She's working normal, and she is gonna be able to start working on Servo, and that's what I'm happy about. And I'm sending Carrie alone, so Carrie, you're gonna go alone. And Danielle is gonna have school in an hour. She's gonna go alone too because we are right now worried exclusively about Genevieve and her Servo. And I think that Damon literally has nothing to do, so he can as well just go and start working on the cross stitch because why not? Why don't we? And Niela, wake up, you're already almost late to school. And Damon, do you want to get an odd job? Because I think that that's going to be kind of useful for all of us because we don't have all that much money, but we might do with some more money. So don't buy vet cleaning, that's not what I wanted you to do. I wanted you to find an odd job. So, alright, moving furniture, go. And you're gonna go do that somewhere around like 9 a.m. That's gonna be kind of nice. And what about you? Contemplate life. You don't need to do that. She wants to buy a hot tub, brag several times, win a competition game, and upgrade 2 items. We can upgrade some stuff, but we need some upgrade parts for that. And Genevieve is getting a little bit smelly, so we might want to take a pause with us making a servo. You might want to go and take care of your needs, so please, Genevieve, do. And somehow Genevieve did get a call from school about Daniela. Genevieve, you're not Daniela's mother. Alright, yes, Daniela can know about your scholarships. And we got 6,000 simoleons of bills. We are not gonna pay them today. We need to, but we are not gonna be able to. I think we will need to go around and see what we can sell because otherwise I don't see us paying our bills now, right now because this is a lot of bills and we don't have that much money. And dishwasher did break. Oh no. Alright, 200 simoleons can be spared. And Damon did get some money. It's not quite much, but it's still some. Not bad either. I'm not complaining. We can stick this mac and cheese into the fridge. And I think that we will need to sell all that we've got that is not necessary for our existence. Like you see, that's already 700 simoleons. Not complaining. Damon, you can go and paint because this is the only thing that you can do to make money for us right now. And Carrie just brought 144 simoleons from her job. Carrie, that is bad. But that's just a start. That's her literally first day at her work, so that's okay. And Daniela brought home a school project. Oh, that's not okay. I'm not happy about it because school projects do require quite a bit of time and they do require quite a bit of space to be sticked somewhere. Where can I even stick that in my lot? Is there enough space like anywhere? All right, right here in front of the house, you can go and make a school project. But first of all, you do need to jog to clear mind because otherwise you're gonna die. And I don't want it today. We are slowly working on Servo. We are getting closer, slowly but surely. That is happy. That makes me happy. And all right, I'm encouraged to support the rough housing. Encouraged. Now I'm voting the opposite. That is a terrible kind of neighborhood action plans. Of course, that is chaotic, so that can be fun, but that's not what I want. So we are not gonna get that. Who's calling me again? All right. I'm happy that you went on a very nice date, so that is good. At least sometimes I'm getting some notifications about my siblings' personal life. And no, I'm not gonna become a clickbait writer because I know that's like level 3 career. That's not what I want. Did you finish up with your school project? You didn't even start. Come on, Daniela, you didn't need to at least start. Just make it look at least that you're doing something for your job. Okay, level 5 career. No, I'm at level 8 in mine. Carrie, what are you doing out here? What are you doing up here? Like you hate her. You hate Genevieve. You don't need to spend your time around her. Like you might just as well go and sell some of the jewelry that you have made. Why are you making a bad quality jewelry? Like literally yesterday, you were making such a good quality jewelry that you were making like double the spend. But now, no. Why? Hit a culprit, please. We don't need to still check that our culprit is not gonna die. And then please make another figure painting because we're trying to make money in this household. Why are you uncomfortable, Bubbles? Was it because you did want to cook? You might want to go and assist with the project. You might want to go and do the same because we do need to help Daniela so that she is gonna feel better. Alright, Genevieve got a little bit tired with creating a server, but we already have the whole body of our bot. Oh, we have made a servo. Now we can activate her. That is a big moment. That is what we wanted. Yes, yes, I do want to activate a servo. And I'm gonna make her female. Oh no, it is a full moon now. But we have activated the servo. Now we have one more sim in my household. And now we don't need to name you. Where are you running? I'm gonna go to modify in CAS because if I remember correctly, we can modify servos in CAS. Of course, your family name is gonna be Todd because you're part of the family and you're not gonna be named Servo. I'm gonna name her Liza because Liza's Todd. We did not have anybody like that yet, and that is going to be able to kind of like fit into the household names. Now we have a servo, and I'm so happy about it. And come on, Eliza, let us go downstairs. And as for our rampaging werewolf, why don't you try and regain control? Of course, you're not going to be able to do that right away, but you can try at least. Damon is doing a good job painting, so we are happy about it. Of course, you're not going to be able to regain control because it's a full moon again, and you might want to go just outside here to be able to just scavenge ground. And that's what I was talking about. 700 simoleons earrings. That's what I was talking about. Now make some more random jewelry. Did you call our pet to eat? You might want to refill the bowl too. Let us go. Let us go, Liza. Let us go and take care of our pet. Call Bubbles to eat. And now we all are kind of happy. And what are you doing? Snarling at your brother? Why do you do that? Don't do that. Do you see how scared he got? He literally decided to fly away from you. And oh, you have managed to regain control during the full moon. I didn't know that you can do that. Anyway, now you are gonna go and sleep. And what I'm gonna say is, as we have managed to do what we all were out here for, create a servo, we have managed to finally get Eliza in our household. I'm thinking that I might probably cut this episode right here. So I think thank you all for watching. And if you like videos like that, you can probably subscribe to my channel. And I think that this should probably be a goodbye. So, bye guys.